Hello everyone, you are watching the official page of Assam University Media Cell, and today I am your host Dr Sen, and today I am going to interview one of the finest coach of UPSC aspirants, Dr Vijender Singh Chauhan, who has undoubtedly interviewed, who has undoubtedly mocked interviewed thousands and thousands of aspirants till now. And today I got the opportunity to take an interview of him. Well, let's proceed. I welcome you to the show, sir. The guest we have with us, he always interview every other aspirants who are preparing for UPSC. And luckily today I got this opportunity to interview sir. So it's my humble pleasure and my that I got the opportunity of taking a short interview.
Thank you, Dr. Kuldeep, and I'm sure you're not nervous, right?
No, a little bit I'm nervous, obviously, because I am just when I'm just interviewing an interviewer, then it's obviously a tough thing. Sir, how do you feel coming to Northeast and like visiting Assam University?
Well, overall, this campus is beautiful, and I wanted to come here. I mean, even last year there was this effort. Even NIT Silchar invited me, but for some reason I couldn't come. So I was looking forward to this visit. And overall, the experience at the campus is wonderful. It's a nice, clean campus. Students are enthusiastic, and I find the environment really good. And obviously, the campus community is wonderful.
Thank you. So, how do you feel, sir? Northeast, the totally greenery coming through Northeast, like Haflong, there are lots of greenery states you have been through while coming into.
Well, unfortunately, nowadays we fly in, so we don't get to experience the diversity on ground. But overall, what I feel is that up in north, I mean, where I am coming from, there are very little information. There's very little acquaintance with the places here. For example, when I was coming, I was thinking in terms of, oh, it's a part of Assam, right? So it's an Assamese speaking area. Then I realized that no, that's not true. I mean, I actually mentioned in the talk that there's a diversity, linguistic diversity, even within Assam a lot. So, right from Sylheti to the Assamese to Bangla to Hindi and English, and the campus was vibrant with these all different linguistic languages and linguistic diversity. So, a monolithic view of the area, region, is probably something that if you keep visiting, then you revise that version of monolithic identity of a place.
So moving forward, I would like to ask you about your early life, your childhood, how you've been into UPSC, academics and everything, so little bit of glimpse of it.
Swapndeep, I am basically from Delhi. I was born in Delhi. I was studied in a municipal school in Delhi. Then I went to public funded institutions. I did my engineering. Then I went to the college where I am teacher right now, the Zakir Hussain College. I was a student there. And obviously I did my master's and then PhD and all that. And currently I'm teaching in the university. As far as the UPSC thing is concerned, from last 20 to 23 years, I got this opportunity to be invited by media organizations which conduct those mock interviews. And these mock interviews have been really a good learning exercise, because when you get to meet a person who has cleared mains examination and you get to meet 500 plus every year. So it's like getting exposed to a huge depository of factors. And so far I'm really enjoying it. It's been a learning exercise. There have been instances where I learned a lot. So overall, this is what my journey is. I'm basically I was trained as an electrical engineer, then I became a university teacher. I teach Hindi literature in University of Delhi, and I get to there are new heads that has come on my head. One is I've become so-called influencer, because I got a few numbers in the Instagram and YouTube, so people started calling me influencer. That is another thing. So for you as a media student, that is something of interest. And there's another tag that's been attached to me nowadays, a motivational speaker. I don't know whether I qualify to that, because I usually demotivate students from getting into the rat race. But then, I mean, these are multiple identities I'm carrying, but overall, I'm a teacher. I will die as a teacher, and that's my primary identity.
So, as far I know, you have attended UPSC 2 times.
I did. Initially, I did. I gave two attempts. I appeared in the mains examination. Then what happened is that I actually wanted to be a teacher. I've realized. But then I actually was trained as a teacher. I graduated from Central Institute of Education and professors like Krishna Kumar and Anil Gopal, they taught me education. So education was there. But then I did appear twice. But then it so happened that my wife, she got an appointment in the university. Okay. Now we had to take a call whether we want one very good career or we want two reasonably good careers, because she was appointed in the University of Delhi. So if I get into civil services, then it will be difficult for us to be together. So then we consciously decided, and I did not appear for the remaining attempts. And I'm so proud that I took that decision.
You are a complete family man.
Not necessarily. It's not just about being a complete family man. It is also about realizing the fruits of being a teacher. I mean, had I been civil services, my identity would not have flourished the way it has now.
No. So, what was the defining moment when you knew that you want to guide UPSC aspirants?
There was no one defining moment, to be honest. I mean, it has so happened that in last 4 or 5 years, so it has become a media product. You're a media student, you can understand. Now these mock interviews, reels, shorts and videos, these are media products, right? And people start consuming these media products. They started believing that this is an identity I was looking for. That's not the case. I always wanted to be a teacher. I'm still a teacher. I will die as a teacher. But then there was a moment when this 17-18 UPSC result went to the YouTube. Earlier we used to record, and this recording was given to the candidate only. There may be a couple of candidates who will upload their own video, but overall these videos were not uploaded. लेकिन बाद में ऐसा हुआ कि this 2017-18, the one in which you realize that Shrishti and these people got selected, then it became viral kind of a thing. And then came this COVID. COVID made these media products even more popular in short format, in the reels, in shorts. So it is something that's been imposed on. It's not something that I'll say that I was striving to do so. But not to mention that I'm enjoying it. I have absolutely no regret that no people recognize me as somebody who is mentoring people or somebody is associated with these things, because it gives me attention. And once you get attention because you're an influencer or something, as a media student, you can understand that it means that you can always use this attention to influence and to impact. So I use this attention to put forward the messages I wanted to.
So moving forward, how UPSC preparations has changed in the last few decades?
Huge difference. There was a time when we were, in fact, I wrote this book recently published in Hindi, where I'm calling it a UPSC 2.0. So look around, UPSC 2.0 is the book, and UPSC 2.0 basically means the earlier preparation was something different. Earlier preparation was that you are a lone wolf preparer. I mean, you are into a hostel room or a PG room, you lock your room, you'll study for 8-10 hours a day, and you'll crack the examination. That will no more work. I'm very blunt about it. If you believe that you close yourself in a room and you will study 8 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, 12 hours, and it will make you crack the examination, that will not work anymore, because it is now no more a lone wolf affair. The UPSC 2.0, the newer UPSC preparation or the competitive examination preparation is basically ecosystem preparation. You need to have the entire ecosystem. Lectures, preparation in terms of coaching and library, the PG, the city you are in, online, offline resources, all these things, and your own social category, your own privileges or your own deprivations, all these things will form a system, ecosystem. And that ecosystem decides who will be selected and who will not be. So saying that it is only a matter of individual grit, individual say commitment or hard work, no more works.
So what are the most common mistakes that every aspirant now make generally?
See, one of the mistakes is overestimating their own capacities or underestimating that of others. It's, as I said, it's a team affair. So if it is not a lone wolf affair, then what it is? It is like being in a group and hunting in a group. It's like that. So you need to have a proper peer base, having respect for each other, and also having cooperation with each other. If you start believing every moment that the person preparing next to you is your enemy, वो जो नोट्स छिपा कर पढ़ने वाली दुनिया होती है, that won't work anymore. It is a collaborative learning and preparation that works now. People realize it only in the third year or fourth year of their preparation. Earlier they believe कि मुझसे पहले जो prepare कर रहे थे सब मूर्ख थे, मैं बहुत समझदार हूँ, मैं बहुत पढ़कर आया हूँ और मैं देख लूंगा. Then after they fail in first prelims or second prelims, they realize no, that's not the case. You need to be in collaborative learning. It is a team effect.
So, whenever we talk about UPSC or we see any experience kind of series, we see only one word, that is positive approach. How do you think, like, how a students like us or being coming from a northeast state where with minimal facilities over here, how he or she can develop a positive approach?
So let me be very clear about it. When we talk about these motivational stuff, whether it is motivational speakers, OTT platforms, success stories, look beyond these. These are very toxic. Please understand. This idea of rags to riches, that you were nothing today, you get into the PDF, you'll become something tomorrow. These rags to riches stories are very toxic because they undermine several individual and collective differences which the aspirants have, right? So, so what should a person, for example, as you said, any marginalized section, if whether it's regionally marginalized or it is socially marginalized or on the basis of gender, caste, community, thumb rule is you have to overcome your deprivations, and similarly, if you're coming from privileges, you have to transcend your privileges. Both of these are absolutely necessary. If you are in the person in the cradle of privileges, right? Upper caste, male, majoritarian, rich, doesn't mean that you'll clear the examination, because then your actual privileges can become a boundary point unless you are able to transcend your privileges. Similarly, if you're coming from deprivations, you need to find ways to overcome your deprivations. If you are able to have this equation correct, then chances of your success are better. It doesn't mean that it is success is sure. So, success is guaranteed. Success guaranteed is a misnomer. Anybody who claims that your success is guaranteed, whether your parents, whether your teachers, whether coaching center, motivational speakers, anybody, they are lying. No success is ever guaranteed. Because you are not the person who will be deciding whether you will be successful or not. Right? You are just one variable in the entire complex equation. So don't overestimate your capacities. That is one. But this idea that you're coming from, for example, Northeast, please understand, this nation is yours. This bureaucracy, you have rightful claim in this bureaucracy. It is republic because you have right to dream to become something. You have right to dream to become SP or DM or Tehsildar, Collector, PM, CM, everything. This is what the definition of republic is. So you have every right to claim this dream. This is one thing. It also means that in this right, it is inherent that you have right not to claim this. Just because Uncle ji keh rahe hain, Sharma ji keh rahe hain, Pitaji keh rahe hain, everybody is saying that you should become a DM, you should try and become a DM, that's not correct. In this right of yours to claim certain office, inherent is the right not to claim that. So that's what the is. My message to Northeastern aspirants is that it's a wonderful job. Government job is a wonderful job and you have every right to aspire for that. And please understand that we need to have a collective kind of approach to achieve that.
Okay, sir. So in a mock interview, you conduct lots of mock interviews, you also prepare after seeing the names and they come for a mock interview. What you try to find out in every particular candidate, what you see, how you judge them.
So please understand the mock interview process. There are 5 board members sitting and each of them is assigned a certain role. My role, usually sitting in the center or around center, is primarily twofold. One is to, I will say, I won't call it judgment, but to assess the sensitivity of the person. Therefore, you'll realize my questions usually revolve around gender, caste, community, and these sensitivity, whether the person is sensitive towards the marginalized or not. That is one role which I play. And second role is the person's integrity, question of integrity, and sometimes I am given a task of putting the person into little stress and see what the reaction is. So I perform these three tasks. There are other people who do assess, for example, analytical ability, or sometimes even the information part, right? Subject matter. So it's a collective process. No single interviewer looks. I look for sensitivity. To me, it is important the person sitting across who want to become a bureaucrat or an officer should be sensitive towards the, in any democracy, an officer has to be sensitive. So that the officer or budding officer or would-be officer should be sensitive towards marginalized.